Hello and welcome to the Holdcroft Nissan YouTube channel and a bite-sized review on the Nissan Juke Tekna. You may remember the old Juke as quite a bulbous Marmite car. Now obviously the LED lights used to be on top of the bonnet. These have now been sunken in and finished off with these LED lights here, so they don't protrude over the top like they used to, and you now get the signature 3 Y cluster for LED headlights on this model, as well as the fog lights just down the bottom as well. In line with Nissan's history, they're keeping in line with the V-Motion grille we've got here and the honeycomb grille. And on the Tekna, just under the badge, you do get a front-facing camera as well as the side cameras underneath to give you that 360 monitor view of the car. But from new car from the original Juke, they have changed quite a lot under the bonnet. So it's now a 1 litre turbo 117 brake horsepower engine that is going to give you a combined average fuel consumption of 47.6 miles to the gallon, which, to be fair, from a 1 litre for power and fuel consumption is absolutely fantastic. When we look at the side profile of the new Juke, you can see that the car is actually longer, and they've done that by extenuating the back wheels and pushing this side still a little bit further back, so we get roughly about 3 inches longer, which is huge when you're looking at the size of your feet for getting in and out. Now on this particular model we get the 19-inch diamond cut alloys, and we've got the black roof on this design. Now you can change the colour roof, you can have silver, red or black, or you can have it body coloured as well, but you do always get this black A-pillar here and the floating roof design at the back, which really sets off the car and we think really well. So what we're going to do now is get in and we're going to check out the inside. When we get in, the first thing that we notice is actually it's a completely new design from the original. So we've now got electronic handbrakes, the drive mode is down here, not stuck up on the dash, and we've got a full 6-speed manual gearbox as opposed to the 5-speed or the 6-speed 1.2 that we had before. Now start buttons move down here, and this whole unit is covered in leather, which gives us a much better feel. And the seats are now a bucket seat, and we also get the Bose headrest system as well for both passenger and driver, which again, that's never been done before on any of the Nissan range. So just going through some of the creature comforts that we've got in here, we've got the automatic climate control and the heated seats for both passenger and driver, and then we've got this brand new TFT screen in the middle, and also the big screen that coincides with the dash that leaves over the top with the leather. And this is much bigger than it used to be, and we can even connect our phones to this, so we can send our maps, we can send our destinations, so that when we get in the car it's already set up, we can find where our car is and all that kind of stuff. And the one thing on the Tekna that we have is the heated windscreen as well, which we've never had on the Juke before. But from first impressions, it's very tactile, very well put together, very good materials in all the places that they need to be. So it's nice and soft on your knees, nice and soft on the door edges as well for when you're driving. And then I just want to talk about some of the technology next. Nissan are well known for the amount of technology that they put in the car, and the new Juke is something that they definitely haven't scraped on. So just to mention, on this little TFT screen here, we've got all the mod cons that we would expect, which include your digital speedo, compass, satellite navigation, but it's quite a large screen from what we used to have. If you remember in the old Juke, it's that little orange module in the middle, and you didn't really get a lot of information, but now we get quite a lot that we've never had before, which includes your mile per gallon, your DAB, your radio, and now something called Nissan Intelligent Mobility is being introduced. So that means we get ProPilot. So that is effectively radar cruise control and lane keep as well. So when I'm on the motorway, all I have to do is press the blue button, press set. I can choose the distance between myself and the car in front, and then once I hit the set button, the car is going to continue to follow the speed of the car in front. So if that slows down, I'll slow down. If that speeds up, I'll speed up. But it won't go above what I set it to. And it's also going to keep me inside the lanes as well. And then what I spoke about earlier is those cameras. We get this huge screen here that gives us a full 360-degree view of the car. We've got rear pedestrian crossing alert as well. So when a pedestrian crosses, this little, there we go, we can just see that little yellow screen comes on and it tells us that there's something there. In our wing mirrors, we also get the blind spot monitoring. So as you can see, the little blue icon, it looks like it's got sensors around the car, and that's what it's basically doing. It's telling us that it's got all these sensors on to keep us and the people around us safe as well. And I have to admit, it is really comfortable. So we're going to go on and just have a check out the boot and see what the space is like back there. The Juke has changed quite a lot at the back with the new design. So we've got rid of this huge bulbous bumper that was at the back, and now interestingly that was because the old Juke had to conform with many markets across the world, and that bumper came from the American market because that's what they design on their cars. So that's been changed for the European market, so it goes straight down from the back now. We've not got that big lip that we used to have, and the new lights and new design has all been changed to give you more boot room and more space in the back as well. So as you can see, we've got the new up-to-date lights at the back, and when we go in the boot we still have that flat level loading bay, but we still get the shelf just here, so that we can either have a compartment underneath to store and then put this on top, or we can drop that right the way down, and that's only 30 litres smaller than the award-winning Nissan Qashqai, which for a small SUV that this is, we get quite a lot of space, so we haven't got to worry about fitting out luggage in anymore, fitting kids pushchairs, prams, which was obviously an issue on the old Juke. So they've really worked hard to make sure that we can sell this to families, and families can use it really easily. So that's our bite-sized review of the Nissan Juke Tekna. We think it's a fantastic car, but the best way to find out for yourself is give it a go. So why not head on down to one of our dealerships, and we'll always be happy to help. But if you follow our YouTube channel, click subscribe and you'll see plenty more videos.